Hey guys and girls, well, mostly guys, but that's okay. I'm Kyle and welcome to another episode of Yolk'd. Today I'd like to start the show off by thanking you guys for all of your positive feedback on our last episode, which was also our first episode. Mind blown. So if you missed it, make sure you watch it. There should be a subtle annotation that's totally not interfering with my face. But anyway, moving on to this week's news. The upcoming Legend of Zelda game, Skyward Sword, has been getting a ton of good feedback. IGN called it a masterpiece, and other sources say that it's the best Zelda since Ocarina of Time. Rumors also have it that if Nintendo decides to omit the Lost Woods section in Skyward Sword, players can expect a playthrough time of 30 minutes. In the cell phone world, people are drooling profusely over the HTC Resound's Super AMOLED HD screen. It's got a resolution of 720 by 1280, so that means the iPhone 4's Retina display finally loses its title of being really good. Although, I don't know why everyone's riled up about the Resound screen when the Resound also comes with Beats audio technology and headphones from Dr. Dre. Ayo! Why would you even care about a fancy screen when you have the power of a gangster rap legend in the palm of your hand? I mean, that basically turns your phone into a GAT, right? Like, by definition, it's no longer the HTC Resound. Now it's the Dr. Dre Killshot 4G. And the G stands for gangsta. And on a final note, the PlayStation Network is down for 14 hours today due to routine scheduled maintenance. No wonder you're watching this video. That pretty much sums it up for the tech world today, and now we'll take it to Joanne for some important Newegg announcements.
Hey guys, this month at Newegg.com we're having our Black November sale to stop mall madness. Save money, save time, save yourself. And we're trying to spread awareness about the dangers of mall madness. Ugh. Updates and more information will be coming soon to our Facebook page and YouTube channel. Now on to other news. We're having a Home for the Holiday sweepstakes on Newegg.com. So let those sleigh bells ring. I said, let those sleigh bells ring. Thank you, Kyle. Back to the holiday sweepstakes. Simply go to newegg.com/holidaysweeps to enter. And it's sponsored by Western Digital and Canon. There's over $70,000 in prizes, including a 2012 BMW 128i. Another sweepstake is going on. Wow, that's a lot. The Eggies. The Eggies is the world's first consumer review award show, recognizing the useful world of consumer reviews. Our goal is to show our appreciation for the work our users do. 3 winners will receive round-trip airfare and hotel stay for themselves and a guest to attend the Eggies in Las Vegas. Gambling, buffets, hell yeah. Can I say that? Winners will also receive a limo ride from the airport to the hotel, swanky, along with a bag filled with fun stuff from Newegg.com, a digital camera, SD card, a laptop, and a $500 Newegg.com gift card to buy more cool stuff. So that wraps it up for my segment. On to our next segment, Paul's Exposed Hardware, where Paul answers your tech questions.
Thank you, Joanne, and welcome to my segment of our Yolk'd video. Today I have a couple questions from our Newegg TV viewers, and we're answering questions about some SSDs today. First question comes from Mr. RuneScape, and he says, "Hi guys, in your most recent How to Build a Computer guide, you used an SSD in conjunction with a regular hard drive. To run these drives as separate drives, do you need to use RAID?" This is a very important question, especially if you're setting up both an SSD and a hard drive on a computer, and especially if you're not familiar with how your serial ATA controllers work. There's a couple different kinds of serial ATA controllers. There's a native one that's integrated as part of your chipset, and then you can have add-on controllers as well. If you go into your system BIOS and you find your peripherals, usually it's listed under something like a peripheral controls or something like that. It varies based on your BIOS. But go in there, check your modes. You can do IDE, which is the old legacy mode, and if you're using an SSD, you do not want to use that. You can do RAID, which works just fine, and you can do AHCI. AHCI is important to use to expose a lot of the higher level functions of SSDs in particular. But RAID or AHCI will work fine for an SSD. And if you set RAID mode, that's okay as well. Just make sure if you go into your RAID setup, which usually you can also access through your BIOS, especially if it's one that's part of your chipset, you can go in there and you can assign different drives to that. You should not use an SSD and a mechanical hard drive as part of the same a teamed RAID 0 setup, for example. you would actually want to have your SSD separate and your hard drive separate. And also, if you're loading Windows for the first time on an SSD, make sure you set that mode first and make sure you unplug any other drives except for the drive that you're loading your operating system onto. And that's going to wrap it up for my section of Yolk'd video today, and we'll next send it on over to Heather.
Hey guys, thanks so much for all of your positive comments on our first episode of Yolk'd. Found some interesting comments, including this one from B Sweet, asking what is the most expensive item that Newegg carries. And I did a little bit of research, and what I found was this men's watch valued at $32,000. So you can go ahead and just pick that up whenever you want. And while 99% of you love the name Probing Paul, we did get some suggestions for other names, including this one from Brett saying we should name it Paul Knows All or Paul Answers All. Thanks again for all of your comments, questions, and suggestions. Please keep them rolling in so I can stay employed. Back to you, Kyle.
Thank you, Heather, and that's going to wrap it up for this episode of Yolk'd. Don't forget to subscribe to our Newegg YouTube channel and keep those questions and comments rolling in. I'm Kyle with Newegg TV. Thanks for watching, and you've just been Yolk'd.